Blessings and welcome to Ascension Alchemist podcast. It is your host, Rev HoniB, and much love to all of you. This is the space where we get to align with mighty God presence and embody that eternal truth so we can truly bring the blessings into our life and be a blessing to others. And how about that? As a community, we're so blessed we get to live in this way and get to share our journey together. So, welcoming you. Today's a very special day, and because it's a celebration day where 9 years ago, Michael and I met each other. This particular day, 9 years ago, there was a lot was happening behind the scene as Michael and I crossed paths without looking for it, yet it happened. And we're going to record this week the whole story behind. For those of you who don't know our story, we are going to dedicate our upcoming episode this week that comes out on Thursday. It's all about how we came together, what happened, what was happening in Michael's behind the scene in Michael's life, what was happening in my life, and how incredible it is when God Almighty has orchestrated for you to come together. And then here it is, you want this and you come together, and then there's like a whole different experience you have to walk through. And 9 years later, here we are looking at each other. We don't even recognize each other from when we first met, yet the essence is there, our values are there, and how far we have journeyed into the depth of our inner being. And there's so much more still to come. And that's what's exciting. We still haven't even seen the best and the greatest that's in front of us. And that's such a celebration. So today was a full day of play, and it started with opening small presents for each other. We like adventures, we like activities, we like experiences, and that's what we enjoy very much doing. Yet today Michael was really sweet. He came over, he said, "Close your eyes," and he started throwing things over my head, and I looked, and it was like all these dollar bills. It was so cute. It was like raining dollar bills over my head. And he says, "This is all the God's blessings that's coming our way." I said, "Oh, this is so wonderful." And it was really, really significant because as we're going to 2026, we are saying yes, we're saying to more of that flow in our life so that we can create our vision with these temples of light that was given so many years ago to create them and to be able to serve our mission, upliftment of humanity, and help people greater move from this space of uneasiness, worry, anxiety, overwhelm into true peacefulness, easefulness, joyfulness, which is the truth of God Almighty. I mean, that's what we're so passionate about. Through Ascension Alchemists, we get to alchemize that. We get to live it ourselves and bring that presence out. And through our community, courses, and coaching, we just get to share and radiate that truth, which for me is a everyday gift that I'm just so grateful and to share with you who are part of our community. We're just so thankful. And thank you for celebrating the anniversary of ours. Several of you have been part of our anniversary, that we met on the same day each other, and you've journeyed with us. You've witnessed all of our changes and shifts and all that goods and all that greatness. So today he did that. It was really sweet, and I got him a gift, and it was so amazing because a few days earlier Instagram, without me even looking for it, provided this ad. And this ad was about hiking stick, this very fancy hiking stick where it has a screwdriver in it. It has like a lighter in it. It has compass in it. It has all kinds of gadgets in it in this hiking stick. And I tell you, I felt jackpot of all tools had blessed me somehow the Instagram ad was able to tune into my thought that I wasn't even thinking. Yet I wished, because Michael likes to take me on hikes, but he never has any of these things with him. And I'm always like, Michael, if a bear comes, what are you going to do? So this was like the best gift. So I purchased it for our anniversary. And some of you have seen the video that I posted today. It's a short reel. It was so funny when he opened it. He was laughing. He couldn't believe this was our anniversary gift. I said, "Yep, I'm very, very serious. This is our anniversary gift. Now you get to take me on hikes, and we're safe. You're all good. None of these concerns anymore." So that was a good laughter. And he bought a beautiful book again on emotional mastery. We've really been inviting ourselves to further expand our awareness on the gift of emotions as tools. And some of you have taken our 1 year self-mastery course on how to master your beliefs, your thoughts, your emotions. And we're always shifting ourselves even greater to the greater vision of God Almighty and how these emotions play a role so that we can use them truly as a navigation tool towards our greater destination and through the greater version of ourselves, the becoming in that image of God Almighty. So I was very, very thankful about that. That was really sweet. And the other thing that was really, really precious today, Michael and I had made reservations at this beautiful Michelin rated restaurant that we had been before, to meet with a group of people that we don't know at all. They're part of the entrepreneur world. They're part of this group that we joined membership with, and it's all a community of entrepreneurs that are really doing amazing things. And since this Sunday was the only Sunday we had available in November, before we, together with these group, we meet them in Florida for their mastermind, we decided to celebrate our Sunday having a brunch with these folks we really don't know, yet we're so excited to know. And I told Michael, I said, Michael, let's take him a little gift. So we prepared a little gift to take with us, and gift them these little gifts from our hearts. And some of you are part of our circle. You've come to our gatherings. You know how we are. We love little gifts, sentimental, and really show up in a heartful place, especially in the world of business where everything starts in that conversation. What do you do? This, that, all kinds of conversation goes in there. We're really heart-centered, so we like to come meet in the heart and soul. Let's get to know each other. Let's just establish a connection first and laugh a little bit. And I had purchased these cards where it's a great conversation piece. So I had put it at the table, and at some point we were able to pull the cards with people we didn't know, ask questions, and learn about each other, which was really, really sweet. And it was so beautiful. People we really didn't know, we got to know them today, and it was like we've always known them. It was so wonderful. And more to that, some of them we're going to spend the full next weekend again with them, further training, and then we'll be for 3 days in the mastermind in Florida with each other. And it's exciting to learn as a community together with these individuals we're in, and to celebrate each other's win. And because we are all in the same journey, we're all from different walks of life, we get to be as a community in DC, discover about one another. and it felt like such a blessing today. So that's what Michael and I did. And then afterwards said, honey, I organized a surprise for you, something fun. One of the things we love doing is allowing the little kid in us play. So we often organize a date activity where we're just really full on playing. So today he organized it, and we went to this place called Dopamine Land. It was towards the end. We had a little bit of a short time there. And this place was all about all these different lights and sensories, where it was actually education of dopamine. What happens when dopamine is released as a neurotransmitter in your brain, and how through sounds, through music, through art, through all kinds of expression, this is released. So some of you are going to see tonight all kinds of videos and pictures from that place. And it was cute. We allowed the little Honey and little Michael inside of us really play, because it doesn't matter what age we are, there is this youth, there's this youngness on the inside that just wants to play and discover. So we love unleashing that unapologetically and have a lot of fun with it. So that was really fun. And then I told Michael, I said, Michael, listen, the night is never a finished night until we go discover another fabulous pizza. So we do this usually when we play, we have to go discover a fantastic margarita pizza, glorious one, and to just eat it in the car. So you're going to see that video too. So we had learned about this one place in Bethesda that had been there for 53 years, since 1972, which is my age, my human age. So I said, Michael, let's go there. We'd heard about it. We might as well go. And we pulled over to this place. Michael went in, bought the pizza. I was so excited to experience that. I don't know if you all ever do a date time in the car. This is something that Michael and I love engaging in, having a date in the car, eating, and especially we're such foodies, and not even waiting to get to anywhere else, just right there, just enjoying the smell, the aroma, the taste and the texture and the crust particularly. So of course we started right away. The crust was fantastic. The marinara, not very good. The mozzarella, not very good. Yet I said, Michael, I give it 72. I love my 100%, but I give it a 72. Yet still, it was really fun. Just to have this experience together that we enjoy so much. And it's been a filled day with a lot of messages. We did a live this morning on Facebook. We had several beautiful friends commenting, and we were out all day play, and how important that frequency of play is, to be able to allow ourselves play and discover and be and put ourselves in new situations, discover different friendships, different ways of thoughts, different ways of beliefs. And that's something Michael and I really appreciate. We like getting to know other people that are in complete opposition, especially belief systems, religions, cultures. It is so satisfying to learn about each other and be open in hearing different opinions, and also be able to be ourselves, be able to very freely share our world, which is all about God Almighty, which is all about the devotion and commitment in living that truth, being that, and literally working for God, being of service to God Almighty, and having a community that we get to share our passion and be able to have these visions that we want to bring them into pass, and take part in upliftment, and how we help others with emotional maturity, system nervous regulation, greater thoughts, greater capacity to be able to take charge over their beliefs, and of course letting their mind be in harmony with them versus in separation. So it's just really, really wonderful. And it was a really blessed day today. Really, really blessed. I wrote a love letter for Michael, thanking him, thanking God Almighty. As I said, in God Almighty, with so much reverence for that deep desire in my heart that always really desired a true love. The one thing I really wanted to experience in this life was magnificent, true, steady love, and to believe it exists, and be mature enough to handle it. Because in my earlier years, being immature, uneducated, and knowing fantasy is not fantasy is fantasy, visions are something else. Wanting to be in a really beautiful, devoted, committed relationship that was of mission and I was purpose, that this can be possible. So I held that vision, and I was blessed to meet some individuals that came before Michael. I got to know them, but they weren't able to take part in this because the devotion to the vision wasn't there. And I knew it has to be mission and devotion, discipline, commitment. And it's so beautiful that we get to share our life that way, from morning till night, and live a purposeful life, purpose-driven life. And for those of you who are looking for your partner, you have to decide, is it just the relationship you want, or is it true partnership, or is it of a divine purpose? Is it mission driven? Because all of those are different energies that you are allowing in yourself. And as you're very clear with yourself, truthful with yourself, you get to interact with individuals that come in your life, where you get to say no to those who are not that vision, and you get to say yes with individual that is in that vision. And then you get to put that relationship into test, because here's the other part: that relationship has to go through so much test to be a living testament. Can it actually handle this bigger vision? To handle the bigger vision, we have to be strong in our devotion and our commitment. And that's something the last 9 years we've gone through so much together, which probably going to have a heartful conversation about this week for our episode this week, because it's our anniversary week. And to really share the power of love that comes from God Almighty's love is a very different love than the human love, because through our human love, it was always very limited. If it was up to our human love, 100 times we would have broken up over this 9 years, because we faced a lot of challenge and difficulty. Yet it was exactly the challenge and difficulty that we needed to go through, even though we didn't want to. It was really rough sometimes, but it's the ability to be able to actually go through it and be on the other side of it and develop this muscle where our relationship is being able to be so solid in a foundation of truth and has the capacity to handle bigger things. We fully grasp that understanding. This is why it's taken 9 years for this true grounding of alchemy, alchemizing it, grounding it, embodying it, so that we can handle these higher vision and actually deliverance. And part of it is the orchestration with the developers, the builders, the financiers, the fundings, all of that comes with it. We have to be emotionally mature, mentally mature, spiritually mature, and most important, our own union has to be very mature to handle all of this. So today is a celebration of all of that. And if you are calling in a divine partner, and if you're hearing me and you're seeing me and Michael as an example, know that's possible. Know that truth also exists in you. And if you have that vision, that dream inside of you, know that God Almighty put that dream in you. So that means it will happen. You have to remain in faith, you have to remain in trust and allow it to unfold, and be able to say no when it's not the right person, and be able to say yes, take step towards that right person. So that's what I wanted to share today with you. We just got back, and I'm going to journal even more gratefulness just for everything that was experienced today, and thanking God even further. So much of blessing is here because God Almighty is so generous indeed. Indeed, indeed, indeed. And I want to thank those of you who've been part of our life, those of you who continue to be part of our life, and those of you who are new coming into our life. We're so grateful. And those who were part of our life and you're not in our life anymore, we're so grateful to you as well. There's always a divine perfection in here. You remain with so much love in our hearts, and sometimes the friendships is just during a duration, and it's so perfect. We fully, heartfully honor that as well. And with this, I bless your week as you go into this week. We have 6 more weeks until the end of the year. Make it the best 6 weeks of 2025. Enjoy it. I'm so thankful. I just have to also give a shout out to the woman who said yes, and that I started doing the group mentoring for the 8 weeks that started this past Monday. Tomorrow is the second class. It's been such a divine gift to mentor this incredible woman, and I've had several of you women that also reached out, said you won't be able to join this Monday, when is the next one? So I'll be posting that as well, because I didn't publicize this one, but I will make that because I see the value of it for those who truly desire to be in their truth, in their alignment, and actually live there, and not let their excuses continue to suppress them to live it. I am so honored. I will mentor you in these 8 weeks. So that's coming up. Very, very exciting. And Michael has this coming next week. He has for 5 weeks, he's going to be mentoring men. So those of you who are listening, you're meant to be mentored for the next 5 weeks. And just, if you're a man, or brother, or father, grandfather is just stressed all the time, is worried, is concerned, is just overwhelmed, please send them to Michael so Michael can help them over these next 5 weeks. It starts next Monday at 7 p.m., just 1 hour. He'll mentor them, coach them to be released from these, so they can be more in ease and peace and actually joy, so they're not bringing that into the household. Because this has been something that I've taught Michael, like, no, that remains out, don't bring it into the household. So he finally, he really understood that, and has been very responsible with it. So he can help the others, and it's just better because the environment is everything. If your environment is in a place that is really nurturing for you, you can't grow and magnetize and multiply and bring even greater blessings. So that's coming up. Reach out to Michael for it. I'll put that in the show notes as well here. So have a gorgeous week. Lots of love, lots of blessings, and thank you so much for being part of this community. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you so much for also sharing the podcast for others is the best gift you can give us. We're so grateful. If you're experiencing value in this, share with others so they can also hear it and they can be uplifted. And leave always a review for us. And we love getting reviews. Yeah, what is it? We have 2 more weeks left till we graduate. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, it's so exciting. So thank you for catching me in this celebration mode. I share this celebration with all of you. May you remember you're always celebrated. May you remember God Almighty celebrating you day and night. May you give yourself permission to move into your celebration and let that celebration be the walk of your inspiration. Infinite love and blessings. Have a gorgeous time. And I will see you later this week with me and Michael's episode. Thank you.